Good morning. Welcome to another This Takes the Cake podcast. I'm Shelli.
I'm Eliza.
And today we're going to dive into a very memorable family, couple, wedding weekend.
Yes.
And it's going to be challenging to say nice things.
Yes.
It was from pretty much the second phone call, it kind of went downhill.
Yeah, like we knew that we signed up for something that we didn't want.
Right.
Immediately.
First call, super sweet. Mom reached out.
Yeah.
We're just going to dive on in, just so you know. Mom called, sweet, hey, we really need a planner. This other planner really messed us up. She's not doing the right things. Yeah. We felt sorry for her. We was like,
felt really bad. I was like, oh, wow.
Terrible.
How could another planner do this?
Right. It was, yeah.
I understand.
We're here to rescue you, Mom.
Yeah.
We're going to make it all better.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, we're gonna help you out.
Yeah.
Get through it.
Come to find out,
we ended up being probably, I think we were their fourth planner. And we found this out through the like property manager of the venue. So this wasn't, obviously they're not going to come to us and be like, hey, you know, you guys are our fourth planners. Because then at that point you're like, what's going on?
We would have known that was a red flag, but we didn't. And by then it was too late. We were in deep.
We did our first call with them. Shelli and I did a Zoom with them. So we were able to see them, you know, introduce ourselves. You could immediately tell bride and mom were just not on the same page about anything.
No.
You know, there were no, oh, that's a great idea. None of that. Everything had, you know, an opinion and then didn't like that opinion. So with that phone call, bride said that she doesn't want to be a part of this planning process. She wants this to be over.
She didn't care. She was
over it, which that kind of hurt my heart.
Right.
Because I was like, this is supposed to be fun.
Right.
So then communication, bride told us that she was too busy for calls, emails.
Brad said she didn't even want to be part of the emails. Don't CC me. Mom would fill out the emails and say, bride needs to finish this out. Bride didn't want to do that. The Zoom call, did she ever turn her camera off? I can't remember. Or she muted herself a lot.
Yeah, she muted herself, and it was very much like not a part of the conversation, which that down the line was an issue. During the Zoom, you know, she was talking at me, never with us, not in the conversation. She did ask, you know, just straight up, you know, rambling. And then she's like, wait, what's your name? I forgot it. Like, to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, we can play that. You know,
Right.
There's no way that, whatever, you know, I'm not going to take that. Things happen. My mind goes blank during calls, but you just kind of like say, I don't know, not that.
Right.
And so I kind of like giggled because it was just kind of like I wasn't expecting that. And then that phone call kind of ended with, okay, mom's going to be our point of contact. So we did walkthroughs with mom, had a good vision of what we were going to do.
But wait, during the walkthrough, mom did call bride for opinions on speakerphone, and they're obviously going back and forth. And then finally they were arguing about something, and what was it, the bride that said, or mom said, give me back to?
The bride yelled at the mom and said, give the phone back to Eliza. And it's on speaker, like, so all of us can hear her yelling at her mom. And the mom is just like, oh. And at that time, I'm like, okay, I feel bad for the mom.
Right, we did.
At that moment.
But that didn't last very long.
No.
That changed pretty quickly.
Did you, like, leaving, do you feel bad for anyone?
Just the property manager.
Yes, just the property manager.
Nobody involved.
We loved her.
Yes.
Cannot say enough great things.
Yes, but no, I don't feel sorry for anyone. I think they're just unhappy people.
Yeah.
And we went into this thinking the worst because the way we had been treated and talked to. So it is what it is.
Yeah. We redid timelines, layouts multiple times. You know, I had to do one call with bride and then another call with mom because they didn't communicate outside of our calls. So there was no, you know, like how you'll text your mom, hey, like update on this. Like there was none of that. So I was the middleman. And then I think eventually I became the punching bag.
Yes.
And that's to say it in nice ways. So then redid that, which caused their hours to go up, of
Right.
course, because
You're
what
doing
do?
double the work too.
We don't work for free.
Right. Right.
So learned that very early on with my time here. You don't work for free. So obviously updates, you know, if I do a call with mom and then bride, I'm going to have to include that.
Right.
So then got on a call with mom, which was a nasty call. And she was so upset about the hours and couldn't understand. She said things that we sent were laughable. At
That
what we
had
sent.
that you had designed for them.
Yeah. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay. But then
the
they don't give us any,
Yeah.
hey, this is like what we like, because they're too busy for that.
Right.
So
Right.
we didn't have that.
Right.
So on that phone call, the mom said that she's a Christian and was very strong with that and said, well, probably 10 times, well, if you can lay your head down at night over and over. And then she goes to say, well, you're the one that has to answer to God. And I said, oh.
And this is just over hours
Over
that we were charging her.
hours.
It had nothing, it wasn't personal.
No, none of this is personal.
They do sign a contract,
You do sign a contract.
a
and
lengthy one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We cover bases.
Initials on everything.
Right.
Nothing's missed. We do an onboarding call
Right.
to make sure that you understand hours and that you understand how we do things.
Right.
But they miss that. So
Yeah, but she has the power. So shame on you, Eliza. I hope you were able to sleep that night.
yeah. And I told her, I kind of giggled.
Right.
I said, I have a great relationship with Jesus.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, because don't play me in my faith.
No, you
None
put her
of
in her
that.
place, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
She needed that.
Yeah.
But then she forgot and still went back to her normal.
I thought we
angry
were going to
little self.
do well, but she was then started to like BCC Sarah on stuff, like trying to like almost
Go over your head.
go over my head. And the way she talked was just, you know, if I sent something, she's like, I don't know why you're still sending this over.
Right.
And I'm like,
Because
we have to have you say in writing that this is okay.
right. It was updated because you wanted us to change it
Yeah, exactly.
500 times.
Yeah. So then I guess jumping day of, do you kind of want to take that? And
Sure. I mean, rehearsal.
yes.
You know, we were there. We set up rehearsal, try to do things. That was changed, obviously, several times. Mom is frantic all day. Like, she is frantic.
running around.
Tubs and tubs of personal stuff. We went through it all, which was fine. That's what we...
Her cake table.
And cookies.
She said, this is my pride and
This
joy.
is my pride and joy. Lots of those types of things to get ready, which was fun. We don't
Yeah.
mind. That's what we like to do.
Yeah.
So we're pulling the tubs out of the car, helping them unload. Stepdad is helping unload things. Very mean face. Like,
Doesn't acknowledge me. And he knows who I am.
Right.
He's been on the Zooms.
And we've said hello to him too. Then groom walks in and says, "Hey, you're not going to speak to me." And
He says that to the stepdad, not us.
And he was like, "Yeah, I don't have time." And just walks away. And I was like, "Wow."
And
So
that sets the tone of the relationship.
yeah, so we could kind of tell, but obviously that turns throughout the time. But do all that. Mom's frantic. Bride wants to come out and look at setup. We had set up the catering tent in a spot we thought was great. It was near a small dumpster, but nothing crazy.
Like, we would never intentionally put something that would have been smelly or not safe for the food.
Right.
But bride, came out extremely upset. Then this is when I was able to really see the dynamic between, like, didn't really talk to the bride a lot throughout the process. And the bride was extremely nice, like, that day coming out and be like, oh, thank you so much for doing this. Like, I know my mom's awful. And then in moments like this, I was like, okay, I see the connect of, like, you are your mom.
Yes. Yes. You may not know it, but you're exactly the same.
Yes. And I think that's, like, probably a hard pill for her to swallow.
Right.
Right. And so that's all. I mean, like, genuinely, I was just like
us, we would take it as a compliment if we were exactly like our moms.
oh, absolutely.
I'd be like, yes.
Like, she didn't want her mom to fluff her. She ignored her mom giving her that. And I was like, I would love my mom to fluff me.
Absolutely. Her mom gave her a kiss and hugged her and said, "I love you." And bride just walked away.
Yeah.
No return.
Nothing.
It was the weirdest dynamic I'd ever seen. Obviously, we don't know lots of things, but it's your wedding day.
Right.
Like, let's rejoice and
your
love
mom
each other.
spent a good amount of money on this.
In time.
And it was this was her mom's wedding.
Right. Yes. Mm-hmm.
This was her mom's
realized
wedding.
that. Right.
Very, she's a florist. Her mom was a florist and a planner.
She was a lot
of planner back in the day.
Right.
She did a lot.
Right.
So,
and she redid a lot of the, I don't want to say landscaping, but she brought in ferns and flowers to make sure that everything looked prettier. Mm-hmm. Had to move those around a little bit. She was back and forth several times rehearsal day. Mm-hmm. So rehearsals 4 sharp. We're there. Let's do it. Let's get this done.
And we're on property. So we're there we got there at 12. Mm-hmm. We had one of our girls get there and meet with EventWorks.
Right.
Great. That was so smooth. Loved the EventWorks team.
Perfect.
Killed it. I loved them.
Our best friends.
Best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Get there 4 sharp. And
can't find Bride. We're like, where is she? We can't find really anybody.
And they're staying on property.
Right.
So I know where she's at.
The grandparents are arriving. Parents are arriving. Officiant is arriving. Finally, do you go upstairs to check? I can't remember how.
Yep, Mom called me because Mom was scared to go up there by herself because she was going to get yelled at. That's the type of relationship we're with.
Right.
So
Brad wasn't even dressed.
Yeah, but there's never been like Mom should never be scared of the daughter.
No.
Ever.
No.
And that to me means you never whooped your child.
Yeah. Ever. You never said no.
You never said no. There was no boundaries.
Yeah. They never. Yeah. They needed a good.
No was not and it makes me sad though. Honestly,
but we'll come back to that later from what the groom told me.
Yes. Yeah.
So Brad finally comes 45 minutes late, and walks out comes out
the front door. She says, "Let's get it going," but she comes out and I didn't know what to do when she came out. I did a double take.
Honestly, at first her hair and makeup looked beautiful. But then I'm like,
beautiful.
Well, maybe she was going to go back upstairs to change into her dress. She just ran out real quick because it was more of a getting ready type outfit. Very short, very revealing.
It looked like night clothes.
Yeah.
Like what you would wear for your getting ready photos the next morning.
Right. Yes. But she comes out like guns a-blazing. Let's get this started. Let's get it over with. We're like, okay.
And I didn't even get to do my spiel of hey guys, we're SMB. Like,
it was so disappointing.
I was like, do I just need to hand out bridal party agendas and just leave?
Like, so I know the way we do rehearsal is you kind of start from the end and work your way out. So
Mom couldn't understand
that.
She
did not like that. The look on her face was like she was like, this is stupid. But that's how we do it, and that's how it works.
Yeah, and if you would just listen, for a minute.
Just listen to the experts here that you hired us to make this day perfect. Just listen. We've done this before.
You couldn't hand over control.
No, definitely not.
Couldn't, she said, and she said that she micromanages.
Yeah, and that she was a bitch. She's like, I'm sorry.
She said, I know I'm a bitch. I said.
She's like, but I just have to be.
I said, no. In my head, I was like, yeah, a nice word. But,
so we get there. Bride and groom are at their stations.
Groom doesn't come out. We had to get groom.
Right.
And his family. I'm like, you guys have to, you've never gotten married before.
Right.
We have to do rehearsal because there's going to be questions tomorrow.
Right. Oh yeah. And lots of things tomorrow.
So then we're walking out, and Shelli's hanging out with them, and that's when
behind me, I'm just guiding them. She's like, I hate this so much, telling her groom, I hate this so much. I can't wait for this to be over with. This is my worst nightmare. And I'm like, wow.
You're at this beautiful venue.
It's gorgeous. People are, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But once we go back up, redo, they walk up to their post for where they're going to have their ceremony, and it's up some steps, and there's chairs out on the lawn. She doesn't like the chairs, and plus people aren't able to see because there's like a little bush there.
Yeah, her real dad can't see.
And grandparents.
And
so for 30 minutes, we are moving chairs while they direct us.
Yep.
It was awful.
Directing. I said.
Right. And finally we're like, is this good?
Yeah.
And then
we left him. We did not fix them. I looked to the venue, and I said, is this okay if we leave this tonight?
Right.
And come back in the morning? Because we had already been there. I mean.
We were an hour and a half behind already at that point.
They should have been eating dinner.
Right. And that was the thing. And then finally the bride was like, okay, I just want to eat dinner. Let's go. The bride knew that when she wanted to move or quit or whatever, everybody was going to follow. There were going to be no headbutting, no, She was over it. So they started to eat. we left. We packed up our stuff, made sure,
We were
everything was
out.
set up okay, that we were good for tomorrow. Spoke to them, goodbye.
Said our goodbyes.
Let us know if you need anything. We'll be here bright and early tomorrow.
Yep. Checked out with the venue.
Right. Yep.
Made sure that we were all good there.
Right. So we got all that and left, and then we kind of prepared ourselves for the next day because we knew it was going to be shitty.
Hell.
Balls to the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was.
And so it started out with a text at what time that morning? Saturday morning? From the
venue, I think it was like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
because hair and makeup were there around 8.
8, yeah.
And that was a whole ordeal. But
Yes, it would have been 8 o'clock. Yeah,
Yeah.
8
Mhm.
o'clock.
yeah, Brad did not like the hair and makeup lady. There were
Nope.
3 stylists, I think.
3 stylists.
And she made sure not to go back with her, or she didn't want her sister there. She put like people she didn't like as much in that chair. They
Yeah,
made their own little schedule.
Which is crazy.
Yep. And that started off. And the one thing about the property managers, they were really mean to her,
Awful. Means not even,
like mean girl stuff.
like verbally abusive.
yeah,
To the point where I was like, I didn't know what to do, and I was put in the middle.
right.
And I was like, well, venue side, then having to just say yes to bride and groom, and then
Right.
the parents really had an issue with her.
And that stems from not necessarily her, but the owner of the property. That was a whole ordeal.
That was the whole thing before we even came on as
Right.
planners. There was already tension and issues with them before.
right.
So I was texting the property manager that morning, and Shelli and I at this point were together. So we were having coffee, just kind of going over the day before we got onto property.
Right.
And the venue lady was saying that last night was hard for the rehearsal dinner. I was like, oh my gosh, what happened?
Yeah.
Sent me this message. They were saying that she had no personality. She wasn't dressed appropriately.
She was awkward.
She was awkward, weird. And then the worst thing of all, where I gasped when I read this. They said they offered her dinner, and the property manager politely declined, as I did as well.
Right.
They offered me dinner, and this was not said to me.
Right.
But they said to the property manager, they looked and laughed, and they said, well, it looks like you haven't missed a day or a meal a day in your life.
To the property manager.
To the property manager. The sweetest woman ever.
Yeah.
And so at that point, I was like, okay,
This is how we're starting our
that's
day.
evil.
That is not a godly woman.
No. And if you, I don't know. I've never spoken to someone like that ever.
No.
You don't talk about people's bodies, their food choices. It's just none of your business.
Right.
And so when she said that, and I'm looking at myself, I'm like, damn, she's going to get me today. I was like, what's she about to say to me? And so I'm like telling the girls, and nobody from our team wants to go talk to them because they're like, what's she going to
We're
say
doing like
about
rock,
me?
paper, scissors, shoot to who has to go.
Literally.
interact.
Literally.
And later that evening, after, dancing and stuff, I was talking to the property manager, and she said, I didn't want to tell you, she said, but I cried the whole way home last night.
Oh, she did?
Yes. I felt terrible for her because I just love her.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
she
know
told me
that.
We were talking about children, and she's like, yeah, when I got home, my daughter could tell I had been crying. And she said, because I cried the whole way home.
No, because that's the kind of stuff that causes people to like.
It's just terrible. Yeah. So anyway.
And they chose to be like that.
Right.
They're picking and choosing, because then to us, they'd be like, did you guys eat? Did you get breakfast? And then you're saying that, like, that's just nasty.
Just bullies.
Like, if you're going to be mean to everyone.
Mm-hmm. Right. Keep that going.
Keep the energy.
Right.
Like,
Don't bipolar us here. Like,
yeah.
Don't be nice and then be mean, which
Yeah.
that happened all day long.
All day long.
All day long. You're great. We love you. Did a great job. Or this looks terrible. You need to move that.
Had to rearrange tables. Bride came out, and it was awful because where they were getting ready, they could see the entire area of us.
Right.
So she came out and was like, can we actually move all of these tables? And I'm like, yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So move those. Mom also comes out about hair and makeup.
Right. Oh, and tell her briefly before that she had asked you.
Yes, hair and makeup. Mom came out saying that they were making them look like prostitutes, and that she was like, "Well, I'm about to have you do my makeup," and I was like, "Me?"
And I guess that was a compliment.
Yeah. She was like, "Well, yours looks natural," and I was like, "I have foundation on, like,
right.
like I have makeup on,
Right.
I mean, I do wear, and compared to like wedding day makeup, yeah, my makeup's lighter, but like,
Well, yeah,
just
and
tell
it did
them
look
that.
good.
Thank
She
you.
wasn't wrong.
Thank you. I was sweating.
You were.
Like,
it's a
9
glow.
o'clock. Yeah, I was like,
We're
girl,
glowing.
this is sweat. This is not highlighter. And
Yeah.
so, yeah.
She came out there, looked at everything. We were like on pins and needles, just thinking, what are we going to have to move now?
Yeah.
What are we going to have to do? And then we set up the cookie table that she was very proud of.
1,400 cookies.
Right. That stepmom had made.
Yes.
And they
Stepmom
were
loved
so
her.
good. Oh my gosh.
She killed it.
They were like great. So, but the mom kept saying this was like her pride and joy, this cookie table. Come to find out, she didn't bake one cookie.
Nope.
Not even a
And
half.
she brought them in like she did.
Right. Like those were her cookies.
She just brought the lanterns to put on the table. What was that? Like,
it was very different. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
That was the whole thing. So
wedding day is good.
yeah, it's
going.
good. We're vibing.
We have a good team.
Right. We have 2 assistants. There's 4 of us there.
4 of us there.
Venue manager is actually helping us.
She's a 5th one.
Yeah.
She was honorary.
She needed a uniform.
Yeah, honorary SMB.
Mm-hmm.
We took a photo with her. We love her.
Right.
She's a trooper.
Right. So we kind of like divide and conquer. Some at, set up, some stayed with bride. It just depends. The assistant that was with the bride had a tough time because we were behind schedule again for photos, getting in her dress. We have our timeline and we try to stick to it pretty much to the minute.
Yeah. And there's always room to catch up.
Right.
At cocktail hour, you can always catch up.
Absolutely.
But
yeah, she was just taking her time, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I wasn't up there, but
one of our girls went up to the room, and the bride took her shoulders and shook her when, like, laughed and was like, "Oh my gosh, I'll be ready in a minute." But like, also just like, don't put your hands on someone,
right?
Especially if you don't know them,
right? Because she was just gently reminding, "Hey, it's probably time to get in your dress for like."
And I know the way she talks.
Yeah.
She was like, "Hey, like, are you guys almost ready? Like, we're doing this to help you."
Right. So you can get the photos that you want, all of those things.
And then Mom took me up there with her again.
Because she was afraid.
And the bride said, "What did you do? Bring Eliza up to bully me?"
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I said, "Oh my gosh." I said, "I'm going to walk out."
Right.
You look good. Bye.
Right.
Like, I just don't have.
It's not.
This isn't my.
It's not in your job description.
No. And she looked stunning.
She did.
And I couldn't even really tell her because she said that.
She may be pretty on the outside, but the inside is not.
What matters.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to say stuff like that to people.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So they finally, we finally get everybody together, I feel.
Yeah. And we're getting ready to go down the aisle.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when groom,
She had forgotten her accessory. So another girl went upstairs to find it, looking. Oh, wait, let me back up 2 seconds. She wanted a water.
Her anxiety water, she said. Her anxiety water.
So I was like, okay, let me get it. She was like, also, it has to be iced water. Only drink iced water.
She said that multiple times. I just kept ignoring
it. So I'm like, okay, girl, I got you. So I run in there, get her ice water all fixed up. Then she has her little white purse that she has with her.
Her anxiety pouch with all of her medicine.
She realized she had forgotten her little scarf. So girl went up there to try to find it, couldn't find it because that room was a freaking disaster.
Yeah.
You couldn't even see the floor. Came back down and she's like, I can't find it. So bride runs up there to find it. And it's this just little accessory. So we got that. So meanwhile, I'm with the groom standing there waiting for bride to come back so they can walk down the aisle. He was like, just so you know, always say yes to her. I said, okay, agreeable.
I mean, like, always on wedding day, yes, you do say yes to the bride. But, like, saying that means you do that on the regular.
Right. But he was adamant. He was like, it helps her anxiety if you always say yes to her. And I thought, well, it'd help my anxiety, too, if everybody told me yes. Like,
yeah.
Like, okay, sure, yes, you're great. Yes.
Like, extremely codependent.
Extremely. So she came back down. then she kept saying how this is her worst nightmare to walk down the aisle. She didn't want to be there. This is awful. But yet she can't wait for the attention.
Yeah.
She's loving the attention.
And before this, where's my weed pen?
Yes.
That's what she's saying. Where's my weed pen?
Right.
Like,
right.
Can I get it for you? Where's it at?
Right. Right.
And like, no, I'll wait till after ceremony. So then
we asked what kind of cocktail she would like after the ceremony, because we like to bring him a little drink. Cheers.
Because hers said water. And I said, can I get you anything besides water?
Right.
She said no, because I'm on drugs. I said, okay.
I don't drink.
She's
when
not
I'm
trying
on
to
drugs.
be crossfaded. I get it.
Right.
That's
sure.
crazy.
That's right. We get it. It's your big day.
It's your big day. You don't want to ruin it.
Right. So that kind of set the tone for that as well.
And then after ceremony, she told one of our girls, or when she's about to go down, make sure you have my drugs ready right after ceremony.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. No, we don't know what was in that pouch. We didn't see anything.
I did not open it.
Right. I didn't want to go near it.
My fingerprint's not on it.
I didn't want to be charged with anything later.
No.
Like, I don't even know what was in there.
Like, girl, it was a bunch of pills.
Right, yeah.
It was crazy.
And other things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amongst.
Right. So the ceremony lasted like a good 3 minutes. I'm just kidding. It was very short.
It was very short. And
because they didn't even want to recite the vows.
No.
They just wanted to say, I do, and get it done.
They were supposed to write their own personal vows. They didn't.
They didn't. No.
They were supposed to do it the night before. And he said, the groom said he was going to use ChatGPT.
Yeah, he's like, don't
to
tell
write
her
his
that.
vows.
Mm-hmm. Right. But they couldn't
They didn't do
that.
it, I guess.
But very short and sweet ceremony. I wasn't even there. I was at reception.
I don't know where I was, but I guess one of our girls was going to go inside because the bride said that if she gets up there, she's going to walk out through the back door.
Right.
So
if she felt anxious during ceremony, she was going to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a girl behind there just in case she needed a little help or whatever. But it turned out okay.
Yeah.
Everything went. People transitioned to cocktail hour. And then, like, people didn't want cocktail hour anymore. Who did they go to the DJ? No, they went to someone and said, we don't want to do this cocktail hour anymore. Like the guests.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I can't remember who
They stopped eating the food like 20 minutes in.
Right. They didn't want any more. And it was only an hour cocktail, right?
Yeah. No, not crazy at all.
Right.
And then we start transitioning people over.
Because they're going to do their entrance and go straight to the dance floor and have their first dance. So you want everybody at reception so they can see. So I'm standing there moving people. I hear somebody yelling my name. It was the videographer. And I was like, okay. So I'll walk over there. They're having photos taken in front of the venue. The bride is like yelling at me. You don't need to transition them. And I was like, no, it's just for, reception so they can see you. When you do your first dance, we don't want that. I was like, this is news to me.
And news to me.
And everyone
Shelly
else.
calls me over.
I'm like, and she could see me walk.
Yes, I saw you, and I saw your face, and I was like, what's going on?
So plans have changed. They wanted to do like an entrance through cocktail hour that led out to the dance floor.
A tiny courtyard.
Tiny. And they all wanted like, not like a tunnel where like you have your hands up, but they wanted people to line up so they could walk through them. So we had to move people back to cocktail hour. So once they got back to cocktail hour, they're kind of just standing there. So finally, bride and groom walk through, yay, go to the dance floor.
No, but there was drama before that because the bride was yelling at one of our other girls because the timing of the song, and this wasn't supposed to happen. The DJ did not communicate, and we went over the music with him. I heard you.
Yeah, I stood with him, and he was like, I've done this. What did he say? I've done 100 weddings.
Yeah, he kept saying that. Well, I had to literally radio, and they were telling the DJ to stop talking. They didn't want to hear the DJ the rest of the night.
Right.
So I had to say, radio, please have him stop talking.
And just so you know, the DJ his personality was about as much as this phone right here. Like, he had zero personality.
No.
Terrible look on his face. It was almost
he
like
brought out a conveyor belt looking thing for his
to move his equipment.
I said, I've never seen that.
Now, his little setup in the front was very pretty, but the back thing was like a big box that was covered in a sequin fabric. It was very different.
I thought that was the DJ booth. We were all looking at each other, like waiting for. We were like, "What's he about to do with this?"
What's this going to be?
Yeah.
But he was just not happy at all from start to finish.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And I was trying to make jokes with them because I was with them,
Right.
And he had cut down what happened. He had cut down the song. So when it started playing, that's when they were supposed to walk out.
Right.
Which I was not told that information.
Right.
So that was kind of an issue. They walk out through
Go
their
to the
little
dance
tunnel.
floor.
Woohoo.
Right. And then everybody's
And-
just standing around because they really don't know what to do.
No. And then
We're trying to
bride
get
and
them
groom
back.
have a mic on the dance floor by themselves. And they're like, thanks for coming, everybody. No one's there.
And
then-
we are moving people, but you know how it is. People get in one spot and they start talking.
Yeah.
They don't really want to move quite yet. They go at their own pace, very leisurely. Finally, we get everybody over there. So they're on the dance floor with the microphone saying, hey, thanks for coming. No one's there.
Yeah.
People eventually make their way.
And then like, go eat.
Right. So there's no, we don't dismiss anybody, which is fine.
Yeah.
And people do. They get up, go eat, get their drinks, whatever, start having a good time. But it's a very slow process to having the good time.
Yeah.
Dance floor was dead for a long, long
The
time.
music, sister was trying to Venmo me $2,000 to get the DJ to play different music.
Yeah. It was different.
It was like,
I've never heard this at a wedding before.
they were playing like John Summit, and then they would switch to like something I had never heard in my life. So it's kind of like fist bumping music, but it wasn't loud enough, and there wasn't enough people to be like
right.
in it.
And then Justin Bieber popped on.
Yeah.
And I was like, where did this come from?
Yeah, and then like some Lana Del Rey.
Right.
And I was like, we're kind of all over the place.
Right,
Also,
right.
we had to pick bride's song for her.
The
For-
day before, she didn't even know what
She
song
didn't know what song for the videographer, so I gave her, which I probably shouldn't have, because that's one of my songs, Love by Lana Del Rey. That's like a wedding song for me, and I gave her that.
Right. It's okay. You're fine. You can still use it.
Yeah,
It'll have more
yeah.
meaning for you anyway.
For sure.
But she also told me during that period, she's like, I don't even care about photographer. I don't care about the photos. I just want to see the video. But yet, how many photos did they take? They took photos of her changing into her other dress. They took very avant-garde photos, like lots and lots
Vogue.
of Vogue.
Vogue was the word.
That's right. I forgot.
Photographers said, I'm so happy now I know your money word, and it was Vogue. I was like, girl, be for real.
Girl, right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so then bride came up to me before speeches and was like, make sure you tell my dad that her stepmom, who made all the cookies, wasn't thanked in the speech.
Yeah, she didn't want her
She
stepmother
did not want-
acknowledged at all
all.
for doing anything to this cookie table. Mind you, we thought mom had baked all these cookies.
You
or
would
her
have
friends
thought.
or something. It was all stepmom. She traveled with these cookies.
And she was an angel.
Angel.
And so was real dad.
Always smiling.
Always
Super
smiling.
nice. Just there. She knew she had to be in the background. You could tell.
She knew her place.
Right.
And that made me sad, but I also understood her. I saw her and appreciated her.
Because we knew our place.
I knew my place. Back corner.
Right?
Back corner.
Don't make eye contact.
It was really sweet, though. The stepmom was, like, having issues. I was taking pictures of her and her wife, and she didn't like her arms. And she, like, almost started tearing up. And I, like, really had a moment with her.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sweet. But
She was-
they were very nice, too. And groom's mom was awesome.
Oh,
She blew us kisses and told us she loved us.
we said something. And then she walks down. She yells back, girls, look at her. She said, love ya. I said, love you, girl.
Love you.
I thought nobody liked her.
I thought nobody liked us.
Yeah. No, once they started drinking, everyone was happy.
Right. They loosened up a lot. We didn't know there were late night items
Oh, yeah. We had to take tags out of everything.
and pull plastic off of things. So that took a little bit. We did it
And
pretty
dad,
fast, though.
stepdad just brought them out on the dance floor like he was about to just start whipping them out.
Right.
I was like,
Wait, what? Yeah.
King, there's like tabs.
There's some prep work here.
Yeah.
We could have done the night before.
I'll let you take this one, pizzas.
Oh, pizzas. So on property, you can stay there. There were several rooms. So a lot of their good friends stayed there, like 10 or 12 maybe people.
I think 16 because people were staying in the carriage house.
Oh,
which I
okay.
didn't know that was a
Right.
thing, but
Yeah, so they were staying there, which is kind of nice, actually.
actually really cool.
Right, and they wanted late night food, but just for them. So the bride had asked earlier, hey, can you just order us a couple pizzas
Yeah.
to be
Originally,
delivered?
we had 8 pizzas total. Then it switched to 6, and then it switched to just 2 pizzas.
Right.
Which they needed more.
Right, and before Eliza was like, just can you give me your credit card so I can go ahead and do that at a certain time. We set our alarm to make sure we ordered them on time. We're outside, so Eliza's doing it, and the credit card won't work. She's like, well, maybe it's the Wi-Fi. Maybe it's because we're outside. I don't know. I tried it on her phone. And we did it 4 to 5 times.
4 or 5 times. And I mean, I didn't have issues with Wi-Fi. And I was like, why is it now?
Right.
So it just kept declining.
Yeah. So we were like, okay. So the groom walks by.
Yeah.
And Eliza was like, hey, do you have another card? This one's not working for some reason. We don't know if it's the service, the Wi-Fi, whatever. And he was like, look, we've gone into a lot of debt these past couple months. Mm-hmm. So it's probably going to decline because there are no funds. He's like, let me go get another card. We're like, okay, that's cool.
But he tries to judge. He's like, we've paid off a lot, then we've got a lot. And I'm like, okay. Typically when you pay off debt, I don't know, I'm a big fan of Dave Ramsey, but like when you pay it off, you know, financial freedom, you really don't go back. Right. I don't know. I had to do the whole steps when I was a kid.
And I was also thinking,
go out of an envelope.
I'm also thinking, Mom and Stepdad paid for everything. So what's happening here?
They paid for. I'm not even going into that.
So anyway,
I'm not doing it.
So, groom comes back with a card to hand to Eliza, and I just happened to look over because we're together, and he went and got the bride's card. It wasn't even his card.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Shelli really held on to that, too. She said that multiple
bothered
times.
me. Like, be the man of the house.
Yeah.
But I also feel his mom walked by after that. Did he ask her for her card? I don't know.
Maybe.
That was my first assumption.
Well, I was going to go to Mom. And then I was like, no. Y'all were like, don't. I was like, I just need a card because if these pizzas aren't here, my head's on the table.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. It was 2 pizzas.
It was
I almost whipped out my card because I was like, can we just get this over
added
with?
the honey bug.
We'll get that later. The pizzas did come, except he couldn't figure out where we were, even though he's got the pizzas, put them in the kitchen, start kind of like doing our nightly routine, picking up a few things here and there and packing them up. Everybody seems to be having a good time, I feel. We kind of like step away, but let people do their thing.
Yeah.
We don't have to be walking around. We kind of hide and just make sure everything's going smoothly. No drama, not anything like that.
No.
Everybody's good. So I'm standing by the cookies. We're kind of condensing, things like that. And Stepdad walks over to me. I start to get a little nervous.
Well, I saw it, and his back was towards me.
Right.
I couldn't see you.
Right.
Because he was bigger than you.
Right.
Like, and I was like,
right.
Oh, God.
And then the venue manager was with me there, too. And she literally, like, left.
Oh, the venue manager also, when the bride would see her, she's like, what is she doing here?
Right.
She doesn't need to be here.
She doesn't need to be out here.
They
she
don't
needs
want
to go
see
hide.
her. They need to hide. When we were outside, she had to be inside. When they were inside, she had to be outside.
It was very weird.
Very odd.
But Stepdad thanked us
mm-hmm.
individually.
Yeah.
And we were like, who are you?
He shook my hand multiple times.
Yeah. And like very generous and very nice. And I was like, well, you're welcome. Thank you. Blah, blah, blah. And then even at the end of the night, Mom was so nice.
Hugged me.
Right. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I just didn't want her vibes on me.
Yeah. I just was like, she was drinking. She told me she didn't drink.
Right.
I was like, oh.
And she apparently she really needed to.
Yeah.
Just to loosen up a little bit and have a good time, I feel. Don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like just to like loosen up a little bit. So it took us a while to pack up a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, we were probably in
lots of bud vases. You know, one flower. Lots and lots.
Oh,
of
we had
those.
to save the flowers.
We had to save all of the flowers.
One of our girls had to go empty a tote, fill it with water, and then we just had loose flowers
floating around.
I said, "Is that okay?" She said, "Yes, I'm a florist. Remember?" I said, Aye.
Back to that, her little corsage kept breaking, the flower kept falling off, and we had to use corsage pins.
She was almost in tears. One of the girls texted in the group chat, and they were like, y'all, they said her corsage just fell off the one flower, and she's almost in tears. And I was like, what do we do?
So we fixed it, but she kept saying, I was trying to give this florist a chance. I was a florist, and this is just not how you do it. We're like, okay,
and she said, you can't use hot glue. It'll kill the flower. I was like, girl, we just need to get you down the aisle.
Right.
Give it to me.
Glue dots.
Corsage
pins. Did it stay? I don't even know. She probably took it off.
Both of the moms fell off.
Right.
The other mom, she was fine.
It was a delicate flower, though.
Yes, it was very delicate, and I don't know really how they got it on initially.
Right.
And it was on a metal thing. Normally, it's like a stretchy
cuff. It was
one.
on a cuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They were pretty.
They were beautiful.
The flowers were gorgeous.
Florist was amazing.
Yep.
She was the kindest. Her whole team.
Right.
Couldn't have said, I mean, flowers are going to fall off. If
Right.
you're flinging them around,
Right.
they're going to fall.
The only thing was she kept calling me Sherry. And I just went with it. I corrected her once, and then I was like, you know what? You're the sweetest lady ever. You can call me whatever
Like, sometimes
you want.
you just have to, like, okay,
Right. I guess
I'll allow it.
could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
Could have been a lot worse. Right.
Um,
Yeah, so it took us a good while to clean up
yeah.
and get out of there and make sure, because this property, too, you have to make sure there's no trash on the ground, you know, because it's a older
Yeah.
place.
Because no one else, too, is going to come and clean it. It's kind
Right.
of like you guys
And
are.
we wanted to help out the venue manager as much as we could.
Yeah.
So she didn't have to do it or she wouldn't get in trouble.
And she was doing a walkthrough, like, 3 the next day.
Right, and had to be there in the morning because they check out, and she had to make sure everything was okay when they checked out.
Yeah.
So we were trying to help her out, too, so she could get out and get everything done. So yeah, we got, took us probably an hour. Yeah.
Which is not, like, like, they had a lot of.
We were exhausted.
Yeah. And we had to, the next morning, called wanting their fake cake, or texted, wanted the fake cake.
Right, so they
It
had
was
a
a
faux cake.
4-tier faux cake.
Yeah. And then they cut out, or he makes a little piece in the back of the real cake that they cut and they can eat, which is super cool idea.
Yeah, I really liked
super
it.
expensive.
But they paid like $800 some for a fake cake.
Right, but it was gorgeous. So, you know, when the baker came and picked up his plates and stuff like that night, his trays, he took the cake back with him.
Yeah.
Because it was rented. Brad's texting Eliza in the morning, "Where's our cake?" And she's like, "They took it back."
That big 4-tier thing, where are you going to put it?
styrofoam cake.
Styrofoam with
You didn't
fondant?
want anything. They wanted to take it home.
Yeah. I told my sister that. She's like, what are they going to do, box it up like in a case?
Right.
That would deteriorate, right?
It had real fondant on it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it would go
It
bad.
smelled good. I had to pick it up.
It did smell good. And then she was like, "Well, we don't have enough of our cake left."
Yeah.
And we always
I was like, baby, there's no cake in that. Like, you're not there's no cake in it was fake.
And we had a little tiny sheet cake for the guests.
Yes, and we saved them cake and dessert. Please know that.
We always do. We have their
Always.
to-go boxes of food. We had their cake. Well, that wasn't enough. They wanted all the cake that had been sliced for guests, but there wasn't any left.
No.
We can't.
You had, and it served 54 people. It was it wasn't a big sheet cake.
No.
Because you had 1,400 cookies.
Right. And
Plus
then
what the baker brought, like his little mini shooters.
brownies, all kinds of good
Yeah.
stuff, too. Oh, the baker.
So good. We loved him.
We love him. He was
He's
awesome.
an icon.
He really was.
In and out.
And
Loved
man,
him.
can he bake.
Yeah.
Man, let's go back.
But
yeah, so then she wanted you to contact him for him to make them another cake to take home that day on a Sunday.
yeah, something like that. And then also they want the fake cake.
Right. No. She also called asking where her card box was. And at the end of the night, when we pack up everything of theirs, we take photos, videos, so they know everything is in there. And it was a pretty big box.
It had a lock.
And it was right there in the box. Yeah.
And then she texted me. She's like, "Oh, I found it."
Right. I don't even know what time they left, but
She said it was gone when they woke up at 7:30. So I guess Mom came to the house and picked up everything.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
But then I'm like,
Right.
don't know.
Communicate with your mom.
Mom, yeah. So I don't know if they'll speak after this. I don't know. I really do wish them the best. I mean, I hope everybody has a great relationship with their mom. It's very important.
Absolutely. Right. We're hoping for the best, not
Yep.
the worst. But in our assumption, we're
Absolutely.
thinking they probably won't speak for a while after this.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
No, the mom is, I will say, she's come to terms with it. She did tell me.
I think she did say that after this, we probably won't have a relationship.
Yeah, she said, well, she did say that she was the bank, she was the credit card.
Right, right.
And she said that they probably won't speak.
Which is sad.
Which is really sad.
But then again, it was rough.
It was rough.
It was rough for me.
I think they don't like each other because they see each other within each other.
In each other, even though they probably say they're nothing alike.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Oh, they would 100% say that.
But it's not really over for us because we looked at all the extra hours and we have to let them know that they have to pay us more money. So once that email goes out, it's going to hit the fan. I don't know what's going to happen.
We might have a part 2.
She may show up at the door.
We should bring them on. We should bring them on.
I would love that.
They would probably love it. I mean,
Right.
I really would like to know what happened to get them to this point.
Right. We could like deep dive.
Like her
Dr.
dad,
Phil.
but her dad and her stepdad, neither of them walked her down the aisle.
She didn't want either
She
one
did
of
not
them.
want either one of them. And I'm like, what gets to that point? Because I have so many brides, like, that they would, their
give anything.
biggest wish is to have their parents there on the wedding day.
Right. Right. And they were cordial to each other. Like
Yeah.
the bride she didn't hate them or anything, but she wanted to walk down with groom. Didn't want anybody, or even herself or her mom, anybody.
No.
Yeah.
Because her mom offered and she ignored.
And that was a day of decision. We knew that coming in.
Yep, we knew that going in.
Yeah.
Because every time I would ask, she'd be like, I don't know yet. I don't know where I stand with my family.
Right. So that was our brief
Yeah.
revisit of
Like, I still don't think you guys understand, though. Like, the emails beforehand were
Months.
awful.
Months.
Like, she really talked horribly to us.
Right. Yeah, it was in every phone call, every
Demeaning.
yes, like
Did nothing right. Didn't know what I was doing.
no. And I have every confidence in you that you knew what you were doing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And we did.
We did. And we
It was
killed it.
gorgeous. It was
It
beautiful.
was beautiful.
Oh, we forgot. We did change linens a couple days before because they hated all of that, even though they had picked it out.
Oh, we made a complimentary 3D layout for them.
Mm-hmm.
Saw it. Bride crashed out. Mom called me
This is ugly.
saying that this is horrendous. They picked out every single thing.
Right.
I kept my mouth shut because at that point,
It can be. We don't care.
I said, you know what? You're not paying for this. Is okay.
right. Yeah.
You know what you want. Mom picked out those. And she said, well, that's on me. I said, well, at least you
Hey.
acknowledge that. But we had to
Right.
change all the linens.
A couple days before.
A couple days before.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but the ones under the tent. We had brown. We had to go back to ivory. It was too dark.
Right. It was
But
dark.
if we had not done that 3D layout
They wouldn't have known.
for
Yeah.
free,
Right. Because we were nice.
because we were nice.
Well, Emma was nice.
Emma.
Thank you, Emma.
Thank you, Emma. She is 3D layout queen.
Right.
None of us, I think, in the office have the patience to
No.
figure it out.
Right. She
needs to do a seminar. Truly, it's an art.
Right.
She whips them out like it's nothing. That would take
Right.
me 2. We were talking about it in the car. It would take us at least a day.
at least
At least minimum a day.
bare bones.
And not looking at emails.
No.
Yeah. But
yeah, so it was an experience. We got through it.
yeah.
It's one for the books, obviously.
Absolutely.
We're ready to move on. We're ready for our next bride and groom to just love us and be happy. And we're excited about the next one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm glad we ran it together.
Yes.
I feel like
we had
we-
a great team that day.
We really
Truly.
did. Not just us, but all the vendors.
Yes.
All of the vendors were great.
Everyone didn't have to remind them. I just looked up and they were making the espresso martinis for the tower.
Yeah, we didn't
Like,
have to
it's stuff
remind
like that where it's just,
It's nice.
you just do it
right, it's nice.
with a happy heart.
We don't have to micromanage.
Yes.
We
That's
enjoyed
my
that.
favorite thing.
Right.
It's just it's going to get done.
Right.
It's not it is my job, our job's to know what's going on, but
Right.
when you have a team, you can rely on them. You don't have to micromanage.
And take the initiative to do it
yeah.
themselves.
It was just very apparent that she didn't trust us.
Yeah.
And then she would say, well, I trust your opinion. I'm scared.
No, because you think we're ugly. Or they're
Yeah.
ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen.
Well, that was our rant for the day.
Yay.
We
Yeah.
hope you enjoyed our eventful weekend
Yes, very eventful.
with our highs and our lows. But we came out on top. We can't wait for the next one. So tune in
Yes.
to our next podcast.
Podcast.
Maybe it'll be about how great this bride was and how we're going
We
to
get
be
an apology letter.
we're going to be their
I'm waiting.
Man, Eliza, you are really positive right now.
Wishful thinking.
I know, yeah.
You're ready to fire her as a client. I get it. I'm ready to fire her as a daughter.